Good morning, students. Today we are going to do another question from the chemistry. And the question is sulfur forms two oxides, SO2 and SO3. That is sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. And the question is gardeners sometimes fumigate their greenhouses to rid them of the pest and the molds by burning sulfur candle. A gaseous concentration of the sulfur dioxide of 50 ppm. ppm stands for parts per million. So it means 50 per million. And million, that is 10 raised to power 6. By volume is effective. Calculate how many grams of the sulfur a gardener needs to burn in order to produce a concentration of the 50 ppm of SO2 in a greenhouse that measures 2 meter by 3 meter by 4 meter. Okay, first definitely we will measure the volume of the greenhouse in which sulfur dioxide is needed to be burned. So definitely the measurements are 2 by 3 by 4. So look here, 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4, so meter cube, because meter unit is used. But we will convert it into the decimeter, and in 1 meter there are 10 decimeters. So definitely 1 meter cube will be 1000 decimeter cube. So it means we will multiply this value, that is 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24. So we will multiply 24 by 1000. So this is the volume of the greenhouse in decimeter cube. Okay, the next thing is now we will find the number of the moles of the greenhouse molecules to occupy that volume. So the formula is given volume over molar volume. So given volume is 24,000. So this will be placed in numerator over molar volume of any gas, that is 24. So 24,000 over 24, we will solve this. After cancellation, 1000 is the answer. So these are the number of the moles which are required to occupy the volume of the greenhouse. Okay, now we will find the number of the moles of the SO2 to give the concentration of the 50 ppm. So ppm stands for parts per million, and million stands for 10 raised to power 6. So per million stands for 10 raised to power minus 6. So look now, 50 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 6, because that is per million, multiplied by this is the number of the moles which is required to occupy the volume of the greenhouse. So after multiplying these values, we will get the number of the moles of the SO2 to give the concentration of the 50 ppm in the greenhouse. So these are the number of the moles obtained now. And the final thing is now we are required to calculate the number of the grams. So that is moles is equal to given mass over molar mass. So because mass is the requirement, so that will be equal to number of moles multiplied by molar mass. So these are the number of the moles which will be placed in place of the N, and molar mass of the SO2, that will be 32.1. So 0.05 multiplied by 32.5. After solving this value, you will get 1.605 grams. So this is the number of the grams which are required to be burned in the greenhouse. Thank you.